everybody, and welcome back to another session of Chaos Counseling's Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations. Woo! Let's do this testimony, Gumshoe.
Okay, I'm sad and scared. The crime was reported at 2:25 p.m. by a kind of scary old man, sir. Poor Maggie had passed out from the shock. It must have been real tough for her.
Legs.
The victim didn't have any identification on him, but we figured out who he was pretty quick, and then the investigation went smoothly. When Maggie was searched, we found the lottery ticket and the bottle of poison. And that was it. There was nothing else missing for the crime scene. Oh, really? Oh, really?
You identified the victim and secured your prime suspect. Very good.
Sorry.
I'm proud of you.
Last chance to convince the court you're a real lawyer, Trite. Don't count. Don't count on any more cross-examinations after this one.
Mr. Goodell, please help us.
So let the fun begin.
No, Goodell, help us. Give us some coffee. Maybe we'll get some man back in him.
Go, 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 go.
Goodell!
Okay, there's wrinkles here. I'm just gonna pull out the last bit of chocolate. Ow. I haven't had chocolate in forever.
Aww.
Wait a sec.
Did I say something dumb again?
Let me paraphrase what you just testified to this court. The victim didn't have any form of ID on him. That's basically what you said, yes?
Yeah, basically.
In that case, how were you able to identify the victim so quickly?
Oh, that.
He's so let down. He's got the whole sagging shoulders and puppy eyes thing going.
There was a prescription bag on the victim's table along with the lottery tickets. It seems Mr. Glenn Elg visited his doctor before he went to Tribulations. I would have kept that in but whatever.
Yeah, the
I think
That's
it had to be
Gumshoe.
taken with food.
Oh, okay.
I think. I could be totally wrong.
We got the victim's name from the medical records of the doc who prescribed the meds.
That's a reliable enough source for the court.
What should I do? Should I leave this alone or ask to hear more?
Oh, prescription bag or his health insurance?
So what sort of medicine was
What
in
could
the
his health
bag?
insurance do?
I don't know. Well, actually the bag we found was empty. Okay, that's interesting.
Huh?
Yeah, completely empty.
It was completely empty? Victim's prescription bag added to the court record.
I guess it makes sense to also take your prescription bag with you if you didn't have a car. I don't know if he had a car.
Oh yeah, he might have walked.
He might have,
Yeah.
given how small it is. I don't think that place has parking.
Then again, when I've picked up some prescriptions, I've usually just shoved them in my coat pocket just because it fits there. So I'm just like, at ease.
Huh. You're entering an empty paper bag as evidence. Desperate, are you, Trite? Now, what happened with...
Help me!
the investigation after that, detective? I'm finished with my chocolate, mostly. Gosh, that's probably disgusting to listen to. I'll mute it.
Detective Gumshoe, I think I should point something out to you. There's just one small contradiction in your testimony.
Finally! I'm getting all anxious just waiting, so hurry up, will you?
You testified that nothing else was missing from the crime scene. However, the prescription bag you mentioned was empty. Did the officers recover the medicine from the scene of the crime
I
later?
feel like I'm trying to sneak booze. Leaning away from the microphone trying to drink water, but it's just like, let's be secretive!
I'm not drinking water! No, they didn't.
The victim was given a prescription right before going to Tribulations. Where then did the medicine disappear to?
You are too cool, pal!
Yes. Oh my gosh!
Sunshine shimmied towards the microphone again. Are your scarves coming out? Yes, he has had them this entire time!
They're deflating and it's so sad. Just one of them is just not as perky as the other.
Judge.
Well, Oh, I was a...
Indeed!
I'm not gonna say that. Okay.
Say it.
No! Okay, it's not that bad, but what I was gonna say is I'm like, well, sometimes they're always uneven.
It's true! Due consideration wasn't given to the victim's prescription in the previous trial. Witness, why do you always overlook such vital pieces of evidence?
Guess that's the most careless thing I've done so far, huh?
The victim was killed by poison, and the victim's medicine mysteriously disappeared. The victim's own prescription could have been the lethal poison itself.
Shit!
Whoa! But why would a doctor prescribe that?
There was a case in one of the mangas that was done in that exact way.
Oh!
Murder via medicine.
Cool. Cool.
Or maybe that's a future case. Is that the most... I'm trying to remember stuff, sorry.
I don't
Murder,
think
please! I'll have to go back through the manga.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Godot, what do you have to say to that?
Huh. That's all.
What?
Read for the court the name of the clinic on the prescription bag, will you? Is it Hottie?
What's the clinic's name got to do with anything? New ear otolaryngology clinic?
Oh,
Otolaryngology.
Lord. Just what kind of illness was the victim suffering from?
Something
Mr. Godot?
here. Hardly an illness, Your Honor. More like a bitter war wound, you could say.
A war wound?
The day before the incident, Mr. Elg found himself in a fight. He took a blow.
Hello.
Oh, dang, this was gonna be the last episode. Okay, he took a blow to the side of the head and ruptured his eardrum.
He ruptured his eardrum?
Then what on earth was the prescription he was given?
It was a cream that was to be applied topically inside his ear canal, not to be ingested.
What?
Yes!
It's mentioned in the autopsy report if you read the fine print.
Who reads the fine print anymore?
Good
Hi, honey.
question.
They found
Miss
trace.
Jessie?
She couldn't make it.
Yeah.
She, bothered her husband so much she threw her back out.
So that's why there's three.
Yep.
The store truth comes out. They found traces of medication in the victim's left ear.
Yes, here it is, in very, very fine print. What the hell?
It seems Mr. L correctly applied some of his medication while he was at Tribulations. Therefore, it would be absurd to believe that he would have eaten his medication.
You don't know what he's into.
We checked his mouth, I promise. There was nothing in there except saliva.
Help me! It seems that this medication is irrelevant to the case after all.
No.
Nick, if you don't think of something quick, it will all be over.
I'll kick your ass if you don't.
She's right.
What that guy in the stand said!
I can't get away with any legal objection. What should I do?
Make an objection up. That's what you always do, dumbass.
Only moments ago, Mr. Godot made the following statement. It seems Mr. L correctly applied some of his medication while he was at 3BN. If that's the case, then why was the medication not found at the scene of the crime?
Did you check his butt?
But the medication in question was for topical use inside the ear canal.
That doesn't change the fact that it could not be found at the crime scene. However insignificant it may seem, it's a lawyer's duty to pursue the truth.
You know as well as I do that the medication is irrelevant. It hardly seems likely that a prescription drug would contain potassium cyanide.
It hardly seems likely that the coffee the waitress served would contain it either. But it did. The possibility is undeniable.
Ugh.
That's enough. Mr. Godot, is the detective the only witness the prosecution wishes to call? Mr. Godot?
I've got my own witness I'd like to call, sir. It's the old man who was there in the restaurant on the day of the murder.
Victor Kudo? The pigeon hater?
Very well. The matter of the disappearing medication seems little more than trivial at best. However, it wasn't explored at all in the previous trial. And that is something that bothers me. Yay! Good job, Nick! The court will adjourn for a 10-minute recess. After which, we will hear the prosecution's next witness.
Huh. I suppose this means I'll just, have to finish you off in my last 6 cups. That's the sentence.
Okay, he always does how many again? 16 or 17?
17.
Fuck, dude. 11 cups in like an
Yep.
hour. What the hell? Court is adjourned for recess. Let's see, actually, time's 10. Yeah, an hour! What the fuck? That's a lot!
January 7, 11:03 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 1.
Bien! That was close.
Tell me about it. I nearly died in there.
That's my line, sir!
No, it's my line! I think I really did die a little bit. I could feel Mia.
Looks like we all nearly died in there. I can't believe Detective Gumshoe! How could he betray us like that?
Huh?
He said he helped me, but he totally set me up!
I don't think he meant to do that, Maggie. He's backed into a corner. I mean, the guy's got to do his job, right?
It's okay. I know all about lies and betrayal. I've had them my whole life. But it really hurt this time. Felt like someone punched me hard in the stomach. I hate that guy! I don't ever want to see him again!
Poor Gumshoe. Go bewitch me with Edgeworth.
So the next witness is going to be that old guy from the park, right?
Yeah, Mr. Kudo. Lover of waitress outfits and projectile seeds.
I bet he's gonna be really stubborn. I mean, he's pretty set in his ways, you know?
Yeah, he's a big old grouch. Are you going to be able to handle him, Nick?
Yeah, I can take whatever he throws at me. Even those never-ending bird seeds.
There's another thing in the manga that they made a 4-panel comic that showed Nick flicking the seeds back with his hair. Because they get caught in the ridges and he just flick his head and just throw the seeds back. It was great.
That's amazing! Uh-oh.
January 7, 11:15 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Maggie Bird. Mr. Godot, your next witness, please.
The prosecution calls the lucky old-timer who caught the show over a cup of coffee. Will the witness please take the stand? Hello.
Hello.
Name and occupation, if you don't mind.
The name is Victor Kudo, born and bred in the land of the rising sun. Honor and duty are what make me. Mind you, I can be quite emotional at times too.
Neat.
We don't need to hear about that, Mr. Kudo. Just tell the court your occupation.
My occupation? Listen, young'un. How much call you... What? How much call you think there is for kimono embroidery here?
Kimono embroidery?
That's what I do! Or did back in Japan. I embroidered family crests on kimonos. My ancestors were embroidering kimonos before this country even existed. Wow, real craftsmen. They're a dying breed. Hey, maybe he can embroider my costume sometime. Anyway, like I said, there's not much demand for that kind of thing here. So I take a job working the cash register at a burger joint, pretending to smile.
That burger joint would have been better off putting him in the kitchen.
Now then, witness, were you in the restaurant at the time of the incident? Oh yes, I was eating some seeds over a cup of cappuccino. Seeds? What do you think these are, huh? I see.
Forgot about that eating animation.
Yeah.
So you saw everything that happened, Gramps.
Did I? Oh yes, I did. I saw it all.
Then please, tell the court where all is.
Sure, I'll tell you every last detail.
He's really getting into this.
So is the voice actress, oh dear.
Oh no.
What I witnessed.
The young man was reading the sports paper. The serving girl brought him a Javachino, but she put something in it. The man took one sip of it, looked like he was in terrible pain, and then collapsed. That's the serving girl right there in the defendant's chair. I remember her well. I already delivered the goods.
Thank you, sorry.
Mr. Kudo, she is not a serving girl. Please refer to her as a waitress. You're as bad as the rest of them. All these newfangled words. What's wrong with old-fashioned ones? Newfangled? All this talk of radios and glasses. It's wireless and spectacles, I tell you. Excuse me. Listen to me, everyone! Don't forget the old values! Don't let the good old days slip away! Well, I think it's time to begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright, please help.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Well, we'll just click ahead because we've already seen this, and let's just call that an episode.
All right, we'll see you guys next time!